Greetings! Core Districts is a nonprofit founded by the superintendents of 8 of California's largest urban districts. Our focus is on supporting the collaboration across these districts to improve their students' outcomes and ensure that all students, and particularly those least well served, graduate ready for post-secondary success. CORE facilitates several communities across these districts, and our flagship community, which is approximately 2 years old, is the Core Improvement Community, or CIC. The CIC is a collaboration of district and school-based leadership, as well as teachers and instructional or support staff, who are working together in teams to improve math outcomes for students in grades 4 through 8. Our primary focus is on developing their improvement capability through building their knowledge, skills, and dispositions around improvement science. This collaboration or networking supports educators in the humbling work of leading change by inspiring new ideas, asking hard questions, and building new knowledge together because we are better together. Through the course of this process, we have several lessons we'd like to share. The first is that effective systems analysis starts with creating an improvement team that is set up for success. We have found that continuous improvement is a team sport, and for us, it is essential that you launch teams that have a sense of a common purpose with specific resources and an environment that is conducive to what they will experience in the improvement journey. Continuous improvement's greatest enemy is fear. This is an emotion that is a roadblock to change, and it is our collective responsibility to develop teams that can combat fear through perseverance, humility, curiosity, willingness, and self-discipline. The second lesson is that the system analysis process enables educators to revise and expand their initial hypothesis about the reasons behind the problem of practice. Teams and facilitators are taught to slow down and investigate the problem they are seeking to improve and to understand the systems that are producing it. They learn how to use and then practice using process mapping, empathy interviews, and a variety of approaches to data analysis to better see and understand the systems that are producing the problems they're seeking to improve. The third lesson is that accessing and interpreting different types of data is critical to building a complete understanding of a problem of practice.
Factor. We've changed how we've collected data through the year so that we don't have several pieces of data to be able to say we've got a trend or a shift or anything. But that physical chart on the wall with those handwritten notes and connecting the teacher's data points from time to time has just been an active piece of our learning. And yes, I've got a computer version of it now, but no, I'm not sharing it with them yet. It's just that chart on the wall. We're co-constructing it together. It's their data and it's for them.
That data for improvement can be very different than data for research, and particularly different than data for accountability. We have learned it is essential to expect that most educators have experienced some forms of trauma with data for accountability, and that most districts and state systems focus solely on producing data for accountability. We work to teach skills in seeing variation in data, looking at data over time and with annotations, to better guide the analysis of exactly what is happening when we implement change. In addition, the core team spends a great deal of time looking at data to inform our work. We have several retreats or step-backs to analyze our programs and the impact of our work, particularly on the difficult task of measuring whether or not we are building the improvement muscle within our core districts. The fourth lesson is that teams that are getting started in continuous improvement benefit from expert facilitation and learning by doing activities. CORE provides a training program for team facilitators, for executive leaders, and for teams to role-play things like an improvement huddle.
From that day and annotate it with colored pencils. And then I had them journal about their annotations, and when I reviewed the journals, they were much more focused on specific examples of their mathematical work.
Ooh, that's interesting.
CORE programs uses games and hands-on activities that teach concepts, like how to test a theory around a change idea by running plan-do-study-act cycles with Mr. Potato Head. These activities reveal many assets and challenges that come with collaborative problem-solving. Teams may also be asked to design the perfect paper airplane that can hit their intended target. These strategies help teams to make sense of complex ideas while also having fun. CORE is also deeply committed to equity, ensuring that our facilitation models the equitable practices we want to see in the world. Our collaboration with the National Equity Project helps us to build on this value both internally and externally through our equity-centered approaches to improvement. This means we attend to our community as humans and not heroes. They stretch themselves to look inward. like district executive leaders practicing and sharing their story of self, and teachers and principals being vulnerable and presenting to colleagues about their work.
The goal is that we take something back so that we can continue to grow alongside all of us. And so thank you for allowing us to present here.
We hope that PDSAs on your best days are when your planning is your aspiration, your doing tests your expectation, your studying turns into exploration, and your acting gets a standing ovation.